Hello my dear friend, I wish you wisdom. In today's video, I wanted to share my thoughts with you about magic and occultism, and I wanted also to give you some tips. And I will start by saying that I'm a student. I don't pretend to be a master by any means. I've been on and off magic and occultism for some time now. But now I started to bring my attention even more to this subject. I was on and off because I didn't understood many things, and I just wanted to have a better understanding of what things meant and why certain things are done. So my first tip will be, first of all, to ask yourself, why do you want to go on this path? First of all, magic is not some hocus pocus. That's what I've learned. And I believe that Aleister Crowley gave the simplest definition to this science. Magic is the art of causing change to occur in conformity with will. I also believe that if you want to go on this path and your goal is to manipulate others using this science, you just have to leave this alone because it's not for you. I believe that doing that you will only win on the short term, but not on the long one. That will catch on you sooner or later. So for me, life is a precious gift and must be enjoyed. You must have fun every day to fill your heart with laughter and joy. And magic for me is pure brilliance. It's the most beautiful way in which you can gain knowledge and the power of understanding why certain things are the way they are. For me, it's a tool of self-transformation. It's a way to reach your full potential. And you can't even imagine how blessed and grateful I am that I found this science. And if you choose to enter this path, your mind will be just blown away. My second tip will be to observe. I've watched and read many books, I must say, and I believe that neither will give you the absolute truth about our existence and what we can do. Because first of all, you learn the better by experience, and my experience will not be yours. And even if you watch here on YouTube, nobody will give you the absolute truth, and that is because you have to find it. Whenever I saw or read these books that claim that they contain the only truth that there is, I just couldn't believe it. So if you watch me or any other, just observe the subjects that they talk about, take notes about their results, what is the outcome of the things that they do, then study your notes, really pay attention to the subtleties that these men presented to you, because you may find interesting clues. Another thing is to always ask questions. Never ever take someone's words for granted, especially in this domain. Let me give you an example. Many years ago, I came across this banishing pentagram ritual, and I read some books about witchcraft and other things, and I came across this ritual, but it wasn't explained. Why do you invoke the god names? They didn't even tell you in which direction you should draw the pentagram. It was something like this: just draw one and say this and that was pretty much it. The only information that they explained in those books was that that particular ritual is for banishing spirits. And I said to myself, interesting, but why to do this? What am I doing here? And because I didn't have the knowledge back then, I didn't do it. So my advice will be to always ask questions, because you can't just start to do a ritual if you are clueless of what are you doing. So I started to see who are these entities or gods that I am calling upon, what's the impact that can have on the environment if I do that, or myself or others. So my advice will be to don't do stupid things because you find them in random books. Confront any idea from different angles before you start to do something. You have to know what you are doing. Don't just do it because the book presented it to you in such a cool way. Don't do things because some sort of wizard presented it to you. Yeah, he might be right, but investigate first. Another tip that I want to bring forth to you is to take time to study. I know that we live in the age of speed, but you must take the time to analyze and to study. Magic in general, I believe that requires patience. You cannot rush things, that's silly. If you want really good results, you must study. And believe me, this is the best study that you can do in the entire world. Study the paths taken by other magicians. In order to go on the path of mastery, you must be knowledgeable. You must read as much as you can about the actions taken by these famous or less famous magicians, what they did. Even if you don't want to do certain things, you don't have to, but being knowledgeable is really important. Expand yourself. Do not study only the occult or magic. Diversify things. For example, although I didn't ever constructed an electrical device, I really love to read about what new discoveries have been made in the electrical industry. I really love to watch Gerard Morin here on YouTube, who is an inventor and had studied the Tesla AC power for 15 years. He is a really interesting man who speaks about free energy. He experiments a lot, and you could learn precious things from him. And electricity has much to do with creation, so you have a lot to gain from it as well. And I must say that the occult started to become more interesting to me after reading the biography of Tesla. That was the thing that triggered me. I know already that the occult has so many things for you to study, but really expand yourself. Just do your daily work and study as much as you can about the occult, but be open to other domains also. I believe that if you are on a magical path, you have to have entry everywhere, no matter what. You must be skilled to engage in any quality conversation with any type of person. Don't just stick to one group. Don't be in a comfort zone. Move around like water. Expand. And lastly, respect others. You control your own reality, but you don't have to try to control others. If you read the books or watch others here on YouTube that are interested in occultism, and they present what they do, their results and so on, it's pretty important to be objective about it. Magic is like perfume. The same scent will not suit everyone. It depends on certain factors, so it's magic. That's why I believe it's really important to respect others' craft, gods that they work with. If that works for them and they believe in it, that's fine. You can take from them only the advice that you think will work for you. But don't start to bash them just because they don't think like you. Respect them and their choices and move on. You don't try to move others. Make sure that you move on the right path, and things that are meant for you will follow. And I wish you a great day.